guys, how are y'all doing? I know it's been a minute, but I'm back. Y'all formerly know me as Shell Gone Rogue. That's what my channel used to be. It is now going to be called the Simply Slay Life podcast, and we're going to get into that name change in a minute. Also, let me do a full introduction and do it properly. I'm Rochelle, or you can call me Shell for the purposes of this content. So, the purpose of this channel is to encourage women to live their best lives and to create positivity for them so that they could put their best foot forward and thrive. We are more than wives, sisters, and mothers. We are CEOs, entrepreneurs. We are world travelers. We're just all around great individuals. So that's what this channel is about. And the Simply Slay Life podcast, that's that name. So that you simply slay life to the best of your ability. Go all out with it. Now, the reason that I had to change the name was because when I was putting out Shell Gone Rogue and was adding it to my Instagram channels and my Facebook channels and stuff that I was creating for them to help bring more people to YouTube to look at my channel, they blocked me. And they said because of the name. And I was like, what's wrong with my name? And they were saying because the rogue sounded terroristic. And so they wouldn't let me appeal it. They wouldn't let me anything. They blocked it. And so now YouTube didn't have a problem with it. Just metaverse. So it is what it is. So I was like, okay. And during also that time, life and a little bit too much for me. So I had to step back. If you go back and look at one of my videos, I kind of touch on it a little bit. It's my conversations with I think it's called Discussions with a Doctor. And we talk about, health and wellness and medical information for the Black woman and the family and how to, improve our health and wellness in our community. And in that time, I was talking about I had to go out because I needed to have surgery on my eyes and that I was going to be stepping away for a little bit. Y'all probably didn't know because it didn't have that many viewers. But go back and look at it. It's a really good video. So that happened. And then so when I was trying to come back, I was more into... I didn't want to get this big on the thing anymore. So I went to doing TikToks and Instagram. And what happened was maybe about a week or two ago, I was out somewhere and this gentleman approached me and he was like, hey, I know you. And I'm like, no, I don't know you. And he was like, no, really, I know you. My wife watches you. She watches you. And I was like, well, okay, must be on TikTok or Instagram. Because on TikTok, I got about 1,400 followers. To some people, that may not be a lot. It's a lot to me. I appreciate all my followers. And on Instagram, I probably got 200 or 300 people. But it's moving up. I'm going to take that. Because on here, I only had 39 followers. And I'm going to take them too. So, and so he was like, you're Shell. And I was like, yeah, that's my name. And I'm like, where has he seen me? And then it dawned on me, on those other two platforms, those aren't my names. So I was like, where did your wife see me at? And he was like, on YouTube. She thought you were funny and gave some good information. And then all of a sudden you were gone. And I was like, all I could do was apologize. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I said, I just been a little bit busy. He was like, you need to get back out there. When you're going to post some more content? I said, I don't know yet. I don't know. And then I came home. I told my sister, I called her and said, hey, somebody I saw out said this, and she was like, well, maybe that means something. And then the next thing I know, something comes up through my email from, I don't know if that's vidIQ or YouTube, the people that's associated with YouTube, came through and was like, I had 800 views. My videos had 800 views. I was like, what videos had 800 views? All my videos combined got 800 views. But apparently somebody's been going in there and watching them. And I appreciate them for that. Because my sister said, I think that's a sign. It's time for you to get back out there. somebody was listening to your content. Someone was happy with your content. And so I also want to tell that to people who are trying to do it and it looks like nobody's watching or paying attention. Yes, they are. Just give it some time. And it's going to pick up and blow up. And even if it's don't, it's not for them, it's for you. You know, you're helping somebody, you're showing somebody something they haven't seen, you're inspiring somebody you didn't know you were inspiring. And so I was like, well, okay, I guess I'm going to do that. I'm going and it's time for me to get on out the nest and go back to it. So I'm here and this is what we'll be doing. Now the Simply Slay Life podcast used to be a podcast I had. I made it in 2020. Again, if you go back to look one of my earlier videos, I talk about it and that I said that it was one of those things that was during the pandemic and I was so lonely and because I didn't have anybody to have that banter with. And that's what it came about. But then it was like, okay, I don't like not being able to banter with people. This is different because I feel like y'all are talking back to the TV or y'all are talking back to the screen. Not to mention, you know, you can leave a positive message. I will block the negative ones. But you go right ahead. So when I ran into that issue with the show Gone Rogue, I was like, well, I own that too. I own the domain to both. So therefore, I can use that. So hence the Simply Slay Life podcast. If I pay for it, I'm going to use it. So it's as simple as that. So that's how that name came about. And then on the other side, I'm also starting my business YouTube channel. Now I know that people say, find a niche on YouTube and go for it. I choose to say, because I saw somebody on YouTube and they were saying that YouTube is the greatest marketing tool that you can use for your business. Now, I hadn't thought about that. I have been using social media for it, right? Because that's for your advertising. But what is the ultimate advertising? They're right, was YouTube. Now I can come on here all the time and talk about my business and things like that. And that's great. But I'm more than just my business. So I'm still going to do the Simply Slay Life podcast, right? But I'm also going to do a business channel about my company, RCM Client Services, LLC. We're a virtual assistant and a general administrative assistant and HR/business consulting business. That consists of, we do training and development. We do investigations, workplace investigations. We also do business etiquette for professionals. We do things such as criminal background checks. And then on the business side, I do stuff like data analytics. I help do regular training and onboarding for people. I help to go in and train your leadership as into executive coaching. I'm a former, in that role, I'm a former HR director and I'm a former administrator for a major nonprofit here in Houston. So these are areas that I have much experience in. I also have a bachelor's of business in human resource management. I have a master's in science in health, safety, and environment. And I'm working on some other things that will get done soon. So I'll be doing that also. So what I know about the Simply Slay Life podcast is I'll be posting content. I can't say it's weekly. Right now, in my mind, it's every other week, but we'll see how that goes. It might turn into weekly the more and more I get back in tune with it. Also, you'll see shortly the RCM Client Services business page too. Like I said, I saw somebody on here. They have a whole separate everyday content creator page. And the other time I looked up, that person was doing a concept where it was about their business model for that content. And they were talking to people and they were called like co-work with me or work with me or something to that effect. And people were working together on YouTube together. and they were giving, pointers and this and that. But that's not their main content. Their main content is over on this side, on their other channel. So, and that person is very popular. I'm not going to lie. I follow them. So, I was like, that's amazing. That's a good suggestion. So kudos to them and shout out to them. I was just like, I had not thought about that until I saw that. So I just wanted to touch base with y'all and let y'all know this is what's going on with me. And then you'll see two sides of me. You'll see the Simply Slay Life podcast, which is about the positivity and encouragement. And then you'll see the RCM client services side, which both will give information, but you'll see that business side of me. And the other side, you'll see the real world side of me, where we're talking about how to get out there, live your best life, how to relax, how to have work-life balance, how to truly enjoy yourself. And on the business side, is be great information for employers and great information for employees. So it'll benefit everybody. I just wanted to touch base and tell y'all I'm back. And it's great to see y'all. I hope to see y'all soon. Hit the like, subscribe, and share button if this made y'all's day. I hope it did. And be on the lookout for RCM Client Services. And I'll have a couple of videos coming out soon for Simply Slay Life podcast. Wishing y'all the best. Have a great day, y'all. Bye.